So I was not expecting this news today, I'll be honest with you. Perryman, the linebacker for the Texans, was actually suspended for 3 games due to his hit on Jamar Chase in this game. And I didn't realize now, looking back at it, how really bad this hit actually was. In the moment, I was like, this happened so quickly. I was like, wait, what just happened? What's going on here? But this actually was a lot worse than once you watch it back. So it's second down and 7. We were down by 10 points at this moment in time. This is the drive where we threw the interception. I know it sucks. But anyway, though, Jamar Chase catches the ball on a simple slant route. The guy who ends up hitting him like this is Perryman, again, like I said, number 0. So you can see going up here, right here, Perryman ends up lowering his helmet and hitting Chase right in the head. Which, again, like I said, in the moment, I guess I was just so focused on the game and the situation, I wasn't really focused on, what actually happened. And as the announcer said, which is very true, it's very lucky that Chase was actually able to get up from this because of how nasty of a hit this truly was. So we're going to go back here again. You can see right here, number 6. So I thought he was number 0 for a second. But you can see, he lowers his helmet, and I'm laughing because it's, ridiculous. He lowers his helmet and smashes Chase right in the head. So that's a 3-game suspension. Now, we've seen a lot, recently with Kareem Jackson of the Denver Broncos getting suspended. But really, other than that, not too many players getting suspended for these type of hits. Well, not this type of hit exactly, but hits similar to this. Usually we see a fine, like a $50,000, $60,000 fine, and that's pretty much it. But 3-game suspension, don't get me wrong, yes, player safety utmost important. So, he definitely deserves to be suspended after that nasty of a hit right there. But I'm just very surprised in general that the NFL cracked down as much on it. That just definitely surprised me. But yeah, that's the hit. And you can see not only is he leading with the crown of his helmet, he hits the guy in the head, Jamar Chase that is. And then Jamar Chase head bams against the ground. And you never know what's going to happen there, right? That could knock him out of the game. That could injure him for a very long time. That could break his neck. So it's a correct, determination to suspend him for 3 days. But I wonder moving forward what this is, if we're going to start seeing this more and more when it comes to players, hitting players in the head or illegal hits in general. Because in the same game, Dax Hill, while I love him, he did a very nasty hit on Tank Dell. And looking at that play, I'm surprised he wasn't thrown out of the game. It wasn't a headshot, though, but it was a really bad back shot where really he didn't need to necessarily do it because the ball was already overthrown. It was more like just hitting a defensive wide receiver. The refs did not call it, so I'm going to give them credit on that. I probably would have caught it if I was a referee. I'm biased, but at the end of the day, it was that bad of a hit. But again, like I said, with this type of play here, and then also, I'm surprised they didn't throw him out of the game then. Because Kareem Jackson, the thing about him is they keep throwing him out of these games because of these, situations, because of these hits he's doing. And it's just how he has always played. So he's just not really used to the new system of changing how he plays based on, what you're supposed to do now. But this type of stuff right here, I know they're trying to take this out of the game as quick as humanly possible. Try to avoid this as much as possible. It's hard because this is obviously football. It's a, bang bang sport. It's a gladiator sport. And but at the same time, though, a lot of this is players that have learned this over the years, have learned this in college and high school, and before the NFL has started cracking down in football teams and football leagues has started cracking down. These are, systems, I would say, but slash, techniques these players have learned the whole entire life. So it's really hard for them to, learn, okay, don't lead with your head. Don't, try to slam the guy. Don't try to do A, B, C, and D. You can't hit here, here, and here. Now, lead with the crown and helmet, that's a little bit of a, you should have learned that in high school and college. That should have been just in general. In college, actually, they have a thing called targeting. That is like leading with your crown of your helmet. So, this in context of again, the leading with your crown of helmet, inexcusable. But the idea of the hard hits, that's the hard tackles, where, if he, let's say not leaving cut him helmet, but he's hitting his shoulder and he hits the guy right here on the neck. Obviously, very dangerous hit, could end a player's career. Those type of plays, bang bang plays. Those are the situations where I'm like, okay, that is kind of something you have to teach the players moving forward. Hey, listen, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I know it's hard because, let's be honest, if you watch any football nowadays, it's almost impossible to, justify / not justify some of the hits that happen. I mean, like, at the end of the day, they're so quick, so fast-paced. It's not like a player is trying to hit somebody. In all honesty, I mean, if you're running full speed at somebody and they're going to have to catch the ball, you don't know what angle they're going to go to. So, let's say, for example, you're looking at them, you're like, I'm going to square up to you, straight forward. They curl right, and now, bam, you hit them in the angle, and now you hit them in the head. So, I will say, I think a lot of these quote-unquote dirty hits / crazy hits are just bang-bang plays that just happens. This, I don't think, in general, this... I think it was malicious. See, that's the thing. Him leaving his crown on his helmet made it malicious. I don't think he thought about in this play, I'm going to lower my crown and my helmet once he saw a chase and just hit him in the head. But then you also got to look at the fact that, like, going through this play, like right here, he has a decision to make. He knows, I got to get Chase on the ground. Obviously, Perryman knows he's not as fast as Chase. Chase is faster than him. So his idea is, okay, I have to go up and grab him and get him to the ground quickly. Obviously, every linebacker safety period, they know the best way to get a player to the ground, if you really want to, is by hitting him in the head and leaving him crown your helmet. It's going to be a flag, but you're going to get, the best way to get him to the ground. The problem is, and this is why I say it's more malicious, is if in that moment, if he would have just ran at him full speed and then loaded his helmet, you can make justification. I wouldn't justify it, but I'm saying you could. This is when the problem is. The guy's sliding, and then you lower your head, and you slam his head to the ground. So, it's just an all-around dumb play by their linebacker. And Texans fans, I know I'm going to get so many comments about Texans fans saying, well, we beat you, though. We beat you. We beat you. I don't care. I'm talking about the play. I'm just talking about the player. He got suspended for this. Give my analysis based on what I feel and think watching this play over. And again, like I said, I am very surprised they gave him a 3-game suspension. I am very surprised by that. I expected at most a $60,000 fine. I knew it was going to be a fine, and looking back at it now, not in the moment of actually the game, and now looking again, I understand why it was a 15-yard penalty. I understand why it should be a $60,000 fine. I'm just surprised it's a 3-game suspension. That's what I will say. But again, they have cracked down on this very, very much throughout, the last couple years pretty much, and they're going to continue to do this. So, we'll have to wait and see if anyone else gets suspended for something like this. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.